as you probably know, there's two kinds of strikes when it comes to halberding. There's a heavy strike and a quick strike. Quick strike, I always think you should lead with a quick strike, just especially if the mates are relaxed, because it's just an easy disarm. That way they spend, I don't know, 30 seconds running back to their side of the list, then they can fit in their mace or fucking go for a blind side, whichever. So with one of these, very simple. Use this to pull, this to aim. Hold it like so. Grab bottom here, see a little bit here. Forearm up, and that's pretty much all you'll need for a quick strike. You can adjust it, of course, but rule of thumb, that's what you need. Forwards, left, if you strike from the left, which you should always be doing, left foot forwards, literally pull and aim. When it comes to quick strikes, I've only ever used it diagonally, left, up, down. I've never really used it or seen it. It's never really been useful to me. I've only ever managed to make a disarm when I'm doing it diagonally, because that gives you the best time to hit someone in the hand. So, nice and simple, literally. Easy peasy and squeezy. There we go. And also, what I want to do, little twist it. Like that's exaggerated, literally. Just a tiny twist, sorry. So the logic is, do it like this, so that you have all this clearance here. So if you do miss an overstrike, it goes here.
Yeah.
So if you like this, oh great,
just feels
flat. But it feels weird because you're doing it on the wrong side.
No, but I'm more used to doing right-handed, but I always do that to get more.
To be fair, that does depend on how you're doing it. Like from the start of seeing you in, it made more sense to do that.
Yeah.
This is like from the start when you're actually going to. The thing is, you're only ever going to be doing a quick strike at the start when you're actually facing off.
Okay.
You're not going to, you're not going to go up to you. I mean, your cauldron's got attachment ending.
Yeah, you're not going to go.
I'm not going to go here and go. Douche. Yeah. Douche. I'm going to go.
I might go big.
It's fine. Yeah, of course you're going to look like a douche. Who are you? Right, so the foundation of what it means to be a halberdier, the big strikes that hurt people.
Yay!
A little more enthusiastic, please.
I hate it, but I'm trying to learn that it's okay.
Be better.
And that everyone's in it for the same.
So, let's start basically the same place. Now, there's two kinds of big strike. There's the downward one, which I'll cover later, and the one from the side. Now, you're not going to do this at the start of the fucking fight because you're going to pop your mate out of the head and you'll look like a twat. I will know because I have done it. So, what you're going to do is you're going to wait till you have space. So, what you're going to do, remember, left leg forward, it's striking from the left, right leg back, and I mean, don't know if you go for golf, I did it once, I hated it, but like the golf swing, all the way back, you want the halberd not touching the floor, but all the way back here, your back foot twisted, and then you're going to push up with this one, pull with this one, and then when this hits the deck, this is going, your other leg's going to twist forward, and then you're going to twist yourself into it. Should look something like so. Certainly don't about the apparent gun. I would recommend wearing gloves because the vibration is fucking nice and simple. Let's get this. If someone has an arm on the list, or when they're being bent over by their mate, I find that use the cauldron strike a bit more, but when you get a good fucking strike downwards, it really fucking hurts. Now, similar to where it was before, you're going to start a bit like this, but instead, what you're going to do is, you're going to push up with this arm up here, and you're going to pull like this. When you get to the apex here, what I want you to do is literally push this down as fast as you can, pull your arm, this arm as hard as you can, and you're going to drop your knees into a micro squat. So it looks a bit like that. What it's going to do is basically, I don't fucking know, add your gravitational pull to it. Fucking no, I'm not fitting this.
Additional momentum.
That. Nice and simple. It's something that you have to kind of get used to and learn. But when it's at its apex up here, that's when you drop your knees, because at that point, you'll be moving it down. One thing that is tricky that you won't remember in the moment, but you'll have to eventually learn, you have to hold it, when you get into a grapple, hold it as close to the head as possible. Because, I mean, I don't just grab an action halberd. But see the difference?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. with this, you know, you're fighting against the own weapon, the head's going to drag, so that's the heaviest part of the halberd. Even if you have a counterweight here like I do, you're still on the back foot. Whereas like this, you can move it a lot easier, a lot freer. So, you're going to want to hold it here close as you can. A level of that depends on the throw you're trying to do. I don't attempt any throws that don't require me to hold here because I think it's stupid not to, but whatever. So when you're going in for a grapple, literally, nice and simple. It's a lot harder in the moment than I made it look, but literally, you just want to, however the fuck you want to do it. I slide it, but if you've got a rubber halberd or lances or something, just grab it like that. You should, it does also depend on the halberd. If you have a big heavy one, you're not going to be able to use it one-handed, or if you are, it's going to really suck. I use lighter ones, so I'm able to do this, but just bear in mind your mileage may vary. I do have longer heavy halberds. That, to be honest, I don't really want to grapple with because it is a lot more difficult to do that. So it's basically just pushing into this, pulling against this. So if you're basically being pushed against this like this and you're struggling to get out, it's advantageous to have one of these over one-handed weapon, because if you can do this, what you're going to do, I'll demonstrate it in a second, alright? You literally want to bear hug them in, pull them in like this, and that makes it a lot that basically breaks their posture. So at that point, move forward, turn. Nice and easy.
That's pretty good.
I'll demonstrate it for you, Dora. Gari, just come over here. Just like Dora did, push me into the list. So literally, what you want to try to do, lock in, pull them in, step, twist. Now obviously, of course, as with most grappling things, that depends on who the fuck you're grappling. If you're going to try that against Bob Ross, you could fucking lot. The next thing to do is what to do if somebody grabs your halberd. Now this one is a bit of a tricky one.
Kick him in the dick.
Well, certainly. This one is a bit trickier to do actually. Current if I can explore it in a second. Just leave that to one side. So it's kind of tricky because if they move in and grab your shaft, well, if you're going to have sword and shields, you're not going to grab it. If they grab it like this is actually best case scenario, because they're not going to grab it like this. What's going to happen is, step back. So if I strike him here and then he hooks it, this is actually pretty easy to do, because now he's immobilised himself. You're a halberdier, you've got two hands. You don't need to fucking go like, you literally go, oh, okay. Literally step through, side through, or if you like, do it again. Pull it in.
Things break.
Right. But you see what I mean. So when they hook your halberd like that, it's actually a lot easier to do. Another thing is when they come over and they just grab it like this. So you put that to one side, pretend you've got the sword and shield, and you're going to use your shield arm to grab this. Yep. Well, not like that, literally, just grab it in your hand, because that's what you can do with most shields. Some you can't, but most of them you'll find they will just grab it. And traditionally what they do is they start in the middle of the list here, and I mean, if they know what they're doing, they'll pull you in, and at that point, best thing to do is just let go right away, because if they know what they're doing, they're probably good and probably want to run anyway. But what they'll mostly do is they'll push me into the list. And this is a good position to be in, because you're back to the list, they're on the outside. Do that, or, I mean, you've got two hands. I mean, the best thing to do when halberds or got your halberd, you've got two options really. You can either deal with it and run away and plan to counter-attack, or you run away or counter-attack more or less. Counter-attack at some point, they push you back, you know, you're here, they can counter-attack that going. Remember, you've got a whole thing here. If they're grabbing this with their shield arm, they've got swords, they can't grab it, they can hook, but they can't grab. So it's a lot easier to do that. So in your scenario, to be honest, depending on how she's got it, might be fine just to drop it in rather than give it a or something. But
At the end of the day, you can probably run quick.
really, the mindset of trying to instill you here is literally counter-attack is the best option, because if they go after grab it, you either run and get something else, or you counter-attack. There's no point just standing there and taking it. There's no point letting the grab and move you. Just go for a counter-attack, go for a throw. Or you can go for our next thing, which is basically a zombie throw. As you probably guess, it's the same zombie throw as always. If I can borrow you there, Aaron. Literally, if they move forwards. Now, the trick is, a lot of people, they struggle to actually let go of this, and this is something you're going to have to drill over time. But easy things to do, just as I taught you earlier, grab close to the head as possible, let go, and this is what I find easier, but then over here, at that point, I find it easier to go with the free hands, but you can do it with your hands as well. Just do that with this. It depends on the head you have. If you have like a big, huge one, it's going to get trapped. If you have like a, one that goes like, whoop, then it's a lot easier. So just do that. Actually,
See, that's the thing, I've always wanted to do it with a free hand. And everyone I spoke to has said to do it with the pole hand, with the sort of Halberd hand. And it just feels jank. I want to do it with a free hand. That to me, because then if I start going with them, I have a hand to go.
that's the thing. That's why I recommend doing this hand, because this hand, even with heads that are suitable for it, it can get caught, and you will find yourself being dragged along like this.
To me, the natural thing is to hold that out of the way, take them down, and then you've got it as a third point if you need to get in.
Yeah, exactly. And
Eric's guy came with me. I could see what we're going to do, so I put it in my right hand and then free hand over the shoulder.
that's a good way to do it. I don't like doing it with this. I mean, it's doable, but half the time you lose your halberd.
That's the thing, that's what I've been told to do, and that's probably why I've never done it, because it just feels jank.
And the thing is, you don't necessarily even need to actually do the full throw, like you just try now. You can literally just retract them, and then, I mean, that's, advanced tactics, people who like running behind enemy lines and doing shit. I like doing that. You might not, so you might want to just go through the throw, but if you just move around, you can just move around like so. Now, how do you know in bow that when somebody is going for a head? When they do this, the way you're supposed to do it, literally, don't even change your grip. You don't need to. You don't need to do this. Do this. And I'll explain why. Or if you just
How would you change your grip?
So the reason they do it is because it's more comfortable. So they go over there and they do this. Now the problem is, where have my elbows gone? Out. So just turn and step out. Now if you do it like this, now if you have this one going out still, but this one, your right hand doesn't move. So the real way to do it is literally try and push your arms in as hard as you can. And with this, it saves time because you don't need to, change the grip. You don't need to do it on the fly. Just go. You don't need to make a strike and then do that. So it saves time. It's easier, saves energy, and you don't look like a fucking ass. It's a little thing, but watch every halberdier at a tournament, including me, because I'm guilty of it, and occasionally they will just go. I mean, I did it last tournament against you guys, I was like, oh, I see a Kyron, and by the time I'd done this properly, you had already turned around and you hit me with my own axe. So it's got stupid, whereas if I'd just done this, I would have got it. So I'll just demonstrate your benefit. So stand there for me, face that way. So this is what everyone does. And because my elbows are out, what you're going to do, Gari? You're going to turn and slip. Down, turn and go. Try to turn and slip. And it's a lot harder for him to use. So just literally like this, block your elbows.
Cool.
So I mean, you can step through. I mean, that way if it lands on you, they will just land on you and slide off. The way I like to do it, literally come, micro jump, walk them back. That's the way I like to do it because that gets me out of their weight, but whichever one works for you. So, well, normally, you grab them like this and then, step through. Regular Osoto are nice and fucking easy. Even easier with this. What you can do, plant it on the ground, step, grab. You can put all your weight on here so you can properly lean forwards and fucking throw them over your leg. It gives you a lot of stability, so it's a lot safer to do it in the middle less. Like I've seen so times someone's tried it with a sword shield and then just gone on and hit with them. This one, when it's planted, it gives you such a good strong point. So I'm just going to demonstrate it one more time with you, Gari.
I just like to use them.
Probably it's just a certain Gari because I'm not that good at it, but that's the crux of what you want to do. Plans and from. Sorry, did you have a question there?
I did. Nothing with the Halberd.
I mean, That's a tricky one because I know as much as anyone how much it sucks to get hit. So with a one-handed sword or a mace, yeah, sure, block all day. If they've got a halberd and they're good at striking, if you're going to block, make it more of a parry. Dora, if I could spar, grab a halberd and literally just very slowly just do a slug strike like this. So literally, you can kind of parry like this, literally just like that. That's the easiest way to do it without damaging your halberds. What you don't want to do, big strike, is do that because that's how it breaks in half and you look in there like a fan, like, oh.
And that's when you throw it at Mary from you.
So that's what I would do for blocking. Any other scenario, if you can't, it doesn't make sense to parry, to be perfectly honest, just eat hits.
The only other thing is...
If you trust your armour, you can take a hit. Literally, I mean, with a halberd, to be fair, this is bowhunting in general, this is something that, like, we've been trying to drill into everyone. Literally, just always be aggressive. If you fuck up, it doesn't matter. There's no point standing there eating hits. There's no point for a waste of time or a waste of space. Just fucking move. Just fucking go for a throw. You should always be trying to go for a throw. You should always be trying something. If you're not, you're wasting your time or you're resting. In which case, you're wasting your time. Because if you're resting, you've been fighting for a while and you haven't won yet, so you're a waste of time. But like, if you think about it this way, I mean, pretend this is a one-handed axe or something. So like, rather than hitting the wrist, if you hit here, if they don't have lunges, hit just here. I've seen heads just pop right off. I've done it myself. You can do that with maces as well.